Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. KermMartian here. This is Train Simulator 2017 once again. I hope you enjoyed my odd little meditation scenario that I did last time for you with no talking whatsoever. My first Train Simulator video with no talking. But we're back with KermMartian Live number 16 now, or episode 28 of the series, and we are on the London-Brighton line. You are ready to let the passengers onto the train? Go ahead and open the doors. So we have a very snowy winter morning here. 10:30 in the morning. We are at Haywards Heath, and we're going to be heading north along the London-Brighton line to London. And let's hope it goes well along the way. This is marked as a 4-bar out of 5 difficulty scenario. Let's get our headlights on, set ourselves into forward, kill the AWS. Then I'm going to hop back out again and look around while we wait for the passengers to board. So we have snow and a moon. I guess the moon at 10 in the morning? That doesn't seem right somehow. But if you say so. If you say so, Train Simulator. Alright. Timeliness bonus. We're going to be making 8 stops based on that. And off we go. Next stop will be Balcombe in 4 miles. I also watched my first Moleman978 video in quite some time with his broken computer and lack of new videos. I haven't really had anything to watch there, but I watched it and it reminded me some of the interesting things I like about watching his videos in terms of the way he narrates, and some of the things I like about my own videos, for that matter, in terms of the way I narrate. So, just in case you're sleeping, we can get up to 70, so let's put on full power. Look at that train. That's a nice looking train. As we slope around here, I think I need to get my first screenshot of the day. Beautiful. We have 4 coaches today in our Class 377 consist. It looks like it's a nice clear day, even though it snowed recently. Green signals. Today we are not going to speed and we are not going to go through reds. That is the plan. We are going to put our faces through trees, however. That is also the plan. And we're getting up towards that 70, so let's keep our eyes out. Quarter mile until a 90 zone, so we're okay. High speed switching track there, merging onto what was previously the fast lines. So how have you all been? What is new and exciting? I am picking up velocity so that we can escape. Yes. We are not driving the jet train today. Actually, I don't have the jet train as far as I know. I don't think I have the jet train in my set of locomotives. So yes, we could take off for the moon if we had the jet train. That would be highly recommended. Look at this nice scenery here. I need to go to England. That's definitely something I need to do. Fall would have been a good time for it. I'm sad I missed that, but I think spring might also be a very nice time to do so. I suppose I could go in the winter, but it would be cold and snowy just like it is here. 80 miles an hour, creeping up towards that 90, so everything is good. We can keep on. Ding! Full power. No ding. We're also shaking a little bit. I'm not sure I like that very much. Ooh, we should also get some screenshots on this bridge. Because viaduct action. Viaduct banter. Viaduct banter is best banter. Yeah. We're almost to that 90. Let us not speed. We also have just a mile and 2/3 till Balcombe, so let's watch out for that. I'd imagine at 10:37 in the morning, heading towards London, we don't have tons of passengers, but hopefully enough that we should be sure to do a good job so they get where they're going on time and safely. Yep, rocket train plus ramp equals definitely what we want. Since we're coming up on Balcombe, and that's 2/3 of a mile. Whoops, let's not go into 100% braking, but let's start bringing it down a bit. This train brakes very nicely, so we don't have to worry too much. 60 miles an hour. Yeah, we're doing fine, actually. I probably braked a little prematurely, in fact. Hello, 377. I'll wait till we get to that signal in a 1/10 of a mile, and then I will start some braking. Let's go into 33% braking, a little bit more. 60% braking. That should be good. I'm going to, like last time, I'm going to try to, actually 2 times ago, I'm going to try to play this by eye rather than relying on my usual 37 miles an hour rule of thumb. Also, let's see if we can spot the 4-car marker here and do this professionally. There's the 4-car marker. I think that was quite good. Doors are open. Let's see how we did. Oh yeah, look at that. Nice professionalism. Very nice. I was actually a little bit forward of the 4-car marker, but close enough that I'm going to call that a win. Professionalism for days. And screenshots for days, of course. The USS Kerm. I think CPR-1 is the USS Kerm, assuming you all know what I'm talking about. The red button, dude. That's a good question. Where is the red button? Let's see the red button. Turn my cab lights on now that I know how to do so. Doors are open. The other buttons are releasing the doors. This red button here is depot whistle. I don't think that works though. Oh, it does. And I like it. Let's stay in forward, please. Let's instead depart. What other red buttons do I have? I have uncouple. We definitely don't want to press that one by accident. Door release on that side. So of course, you know, you have the ones over here on the left are for releasing the doors on the left side. The ones on the right are for releasing the doors on the right side. Oddly enough. Let's go into full power. Power! So we can build up some speed! It's like it's got a nose. I'm going to take a look at what you're talking about. Where? Where is this nose you're talking about? Oh, I guess that door in the middle. Yeah. Yeah, I see it actually. It does indeed look like a pig if you think about it. I will give you karma points for that, Mateo. I will indeed. Mateo plus plus. Alright, let's face forward so we can actually look at the signals so we don't go through a red light. Still got the moon staring at us there. I'm a little skeptical of how accurate that is for a winter's day. Scenarios are generally set on a specific day of a specific year. So presumably that matches something in reality, but I'm not sure I've ever seen the moon at almost 11 a.m. What do I know? What do I know? I am no astronomer. A long green pig with a yellow nose. We have the highball as we head into the tunnel here. We also have a variety of very interesting speed changes coming up, none of which is lower than 70 miles an hour, so I'm not too worried. Echoing horn action. I'm going to turn the cab light off. Not that it's making much of a difference. I have a very powerful graphics card that I'm using right now, and all is well. Swine flu? I hope not. Train swine flu would be to be avoided. So we're full powering it along. Next stop is 3 bridges and 3 miles. 3 bridges, 3 miles, 8 furious. What's new in the world of trains? Oh, we're speeding. Let's not do that. Let's instead slow down. I talked about that 8 mile an hour limit and then I overlooked it. So there is our first speed limit violation of the day, unfortunately. We are going to be diverging off to the left based on that signal we just passed. It had the white feather on top. I think I just passed a grade crossing too. That was weird. So up ahead we will no doubt be moving off to the slow lines. This time I'm going to change down to the 70. There we go. High speed switch. All is well. Now we can coast along near 65 and then head up to 90. Vacuum tunnel. Yeah, I'm not... maybe this is a discussion for another day. Maybe this is a discussion for today while we ride along, but I'm not convinced by the Hyperloop idea, to be honest. I feel like we just need better, faster, conventional rails in the world. Oh, hello, train. That looked like a 12-car train. That is 3 sets of the 4 married, you know, units of class 377 cars all together. We have just 1 set, so 4 cars. Bridge action. Let's do some cinematic cameras for a bit there, shall we? I don't think they used to have the taillights producing a reflection on the snow. Either that or I just had my graphical quality set too low. The stream has started. I'm not sure what you're on about. This is clearly a train. Let's get down for that 60. Quickly. This is going to be close. Stopping is going to be tough too. I left that one a little bit late. I'm definitely braking way too enthusiastically, but we want to stop. There's the 4-car marker. Hello, 4-car marker. Goodbye, 4-car marker. Actually, I think we about made that. I was sure we were going to run right past that station. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That is professionalism right there. That is how we do it. That is what makes us a real train driver. Look at that. That is, I'm impressed. I'm going to give myself a little pat on the back for that, if you don't mind. I'm glad my train is so stimulating. Well, we've gotten here super early, it looks like. We were supposed to be here at 10:47. We got here at 10:44. We're just that good. So now, unfortunately, we have to wait while our passengers run up to the train and think they're going to miss it, just like I did on the subway last night. Luckily, the conductor was kind and held the door for me as I dashed through the turnstile onto the subway. Seems like we have a Rick and Morty fan or 2 or 3, although from what I've been reading lately, I'm not sure I want to start watching the show. It seems like the fans have been doing their best to be obnoxious. Here we are at Three Bridges on a very nice, clear, presumably crisp, cool British winter morning. Also, I think when we leave, we should stand about here maybe and watch our train depart. I think that would be fun. Any other trains coming in the distance? Doesn't look like it. Just us here. Just us making our way towards London. What else should we do while we wait? Could blow our horn. Yep, that's effective. Could blow our little depot whistle. That high-pitched whistle. Maybe zoom out a bit and look around. We have much trains, much roads, much house. Much house. Wow. That's a lot of houses. I wonder why they put so many. That is much house. I'm intrigued by this. I'm intrigued by whether they did something geopipey and, you know, these are mapped out like where the houses are actually supposed to be, or if this is just like painting a random place all the houses tool on the train, which I suspect is more likely to be the case. I suspect indeed that that's probably it. Those are cool buildings. They appear to have the reflection of other buildings in them though, which I find quite amusing. Anyway, let's focus on our train. Look, the moon is still there. I'm so confused by this moon. I don't understand this moon. This is very strange to me. I'm also amused to notice that the glow around this light is actually looks like a circular polygon in front of the light with a glow texture on it, which is great. All right, let's position ourselves here and get ready to depart. Yes, programming help in stream chat. This is peak Chemetech. I approve. Also, I should say that I have a very cozy fall evening of my own here in the northeast. I had pasta carbonara that I made for myself for dinner, and it was exactly the right thing for a cold evening. I had Lake Champlain chocolates, hot chocolate, and now I have Trader Joe's Harvest Tea, their Fox on the box Fox Tea. So I am a happy Kerm. Let's blow our horn. And off we go. We're going 14, I think, full power. Yeah. It doesn't look too bad. I don't love the yellow front, but honestly, it's not too bad. The white, mint, and dark green livery, I'm okay with it. Trains. This is trains. This is such trains, and also calculators. All right, let's go back to our train before it runs away without us. 45 miles an hour, full powering it up to 90 miles an hour, as that sign just indicated. keep our eye out for any grade crossings, although I'm pretty sure I was just imagining things that there wasn't really one earlier, because I don't think there are any anywhere. We should have 375 points. We have 361. That means we lost, hello, 377. Just those 14 for speeding so far, and hopefully those will be the only points that we lose today. Because being a flower sniffing champion, look it up, I like to get all of my scenarios in the gold, and I noticed that a bunch of my stars for the London to Brighton line are silver, which unfortunately means I'm going to have to go back and rerun those scenarios at some point and try to get my gold stars. If I was really a perfectionist, I would try to go for 1,000-point runs on every scenario, but that might be taking it a little too far. It might be. Just taking a look at this factory over here. Good stuff. And also the trees that we're flying through. I'm looking at those as well. Our next stop is Gatwick Airport, which is coming up in 1.36 miles. Oh, there's an airplane, by the way. So we are indeed coming up to the airport. We should probably think about... Hello. Such train. That looks like an 8-car train. Trolley? You're a trolley. A train with water guns. I like it. Also, I think I asked a question about what's new in the world of trains, and I don't think I ever answered my own semi-rhetorical question. I should fix that at some point. Also, let's start powering down. We need to get down to the 70, and then we have to actually stop at the station. And this time, let's not have to go into 100% braking, shall we? I don't like that too much. I bet our passengers don't like it either. They probably get thrown around. Down for the 70. That's good. Here comes the platform. We're going a little bit fast. 80. Yeah. Yeah, a little bit fast. A little bit shaky. Now we're doing better. Where is our 4-car marker? Where indeed is it? There it is. Just gonna coast up to there. 12 miles an hour. 4-car marker, perfect. Beautiful. Let's open the doors, hop out, and see how we did. Not bad. Not bad at all. I'd call that good. This time we're a little bit closer to when we're supposed to be here. In fact, yeah, 14 seconds early to Gatwick Airport. Can't fault that. Of course, as I always do, I have to show you largest British rail symbol anywhere in England. There it is. Drawn on the roof of the Gatwick Airport concourse, I think would be the correct term for it. The old British Rail logo. Sadly, British Rail is no longer a thing. I say sadly. Some people would probably dispute that that's actually sad, but there we go. It is still there to the best of my knowledge. I think you can spot it in satellite photos. Your next stop is Redhill. Remember that you will need to connect to the 8-car. Alright, this is going to be interesting. So, this is going to be interesting indeed. I think this is what gives us the 4 out of 5 bar difficulty rating. We're going to actually have to couple up to another train. A Twinkie with train filling. I like it. I like it indeed. Also, if you have any topics of discussion you guys want to mention, feel free to bring them up, and I would love to talk about them. Let's go full power. Power! We will be the fastest train in the world. True to my ideological inspiration. I say that. Maybe I shouldn't say that. I wouldn't say he's actually my ideological inspiration, more like my just catchphrase inspiration. So, train news. What's new? Oh, I know what's new. The Avelia Liberty, the successor to the current Acela trains, have had a new livery announced. It is, honestly, in my opinion, not as nice as the original one. The original one was all this kind of royal blue with a broad stripe of red at the bottom, covering from the bottom of the cars up to about maybe a quarter of the way, a third of the way up. Redhill is in 5 miles, so we can just rush along and not worry too much about stops when you have to worry about speed limits. Ladies and gentlemen, the following service will not stop here. Please stand well away from the platform edge. So, Avelia Liberty livery. So the new one that they've shown is all white. There's gray along the front There's still that red stripe at the bottom, but it's mostly gray with a little bit of blue and kind of this weird, almost, you know, the fabric that they use on bus and train seats, that kind of generic pattern that you can't really see dirt on, but is utterly, you know, unmemorable. It looks kind of like that, where they fade the white into a grayer color. I'm not sure I love it, but that looks like what they're choosing. However, I do have to compliment that the nose on the new Avelia Liberty is much, much better looking than the one they showed in the video. In the video, it was this kind of snub, rounded looking nose that I didn't love at all. The new one, they sleeked it out a bit. It reminds me of the somewhat original orange TGV. I don't know the actual number of it, but the kind of the classic TGV, and I like it. I think it looks great. I am very much looking forward to riding the new Acela. Actually, especially now that I have successfully ridden the current Acela. I don't know how I managed to not ride it for so much of my life, but there we go. Almost time for me to step off the speed a little bit, or at least the power, so we can coast along as we head towards Redhill with a little bit of shaking going on. I'm not sure I love that, but oh well. Ooh, we're going quite quick. Oop, and we're speeding. I just said we need to watch the speed, and I totally ignored myself. That is a speedy train. That is a very speedy train. Gotta go fast! That is a moon. I don't believe you. That's definitely a moon. Let's maintain that 90, though. We have places we need to be. AWS ding. Ding. Gotta love the ding. Green signal. Onwards. Ooh. Is that amber for us? That amber is for us. Alright. Let us be aware. That might be for the speed reduction. It might be for actual train traffic. Now things get exciting. Cancel the AWS. Wave hello to our friend. That's a double amber. That means the next light is a solid single amber. And is it? Yes, it is. So we should continue stopping because the signal after that could be a red. This could just be slowing us down for Redhill, though. That might be what's going on. What are we going through here? I didn't read that. Rosewood. Yeah. I see it. Now let's see if we can maintain around 40 miles an hour. Actually, let's first check that the next signal is not a red. Because the signals so far have told us it might be. I am peering closely to see what it is, and I can't see it in 0.4 of a mile. So I'm going to lay off the throttle a little bit. Third of a mile, where's it? Oh, it is a red. Alright. Let's not speed through it, shall we? It won't go faster if you press the red button weirdly enough. I know, I see the red. That's why I'm slowing down. Just gonna kind of coast up to that red and hope all is well. It would be nice if it turned yellow while we were approaching it, amber. But I suspect it shall not. Danger is actually the technical color for the technical term for the color it is right now. It is showing a danger aspect. Still red. Still creeping up to it. It also has quite the hat of indicators of showing us different directions in which we could go. That's impressive. And we'll just kind of coast towards it, and I think we're going to lose all our speed anyway. And probably put in a little braking, actually, so we don't roll down the hill. And now we wait. Or we could instead hop ahead and see what we can find ahead while we wait for this light to turn. So it could be showing us that we feather left, right, or straight? That's weird. Not sure what that's about. Like, sideways? Sideways diverging is not what we want. Oh, this is complicated. This is very complicated. So we have a yard here, a diverging branch over there. Hello, moon. That moon. I can't deal with it. I can't deal with that moon. We have another branch joining up from this side with storage yards and actual tracks. So we'll be coming in here. And I guess this is probably the 8-car train that we're joining to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 that looks like actually. So that may not be the train we're joining. But it does appear off. Anyway, returning to our train. And our red light. We can keep staring at this red light. Press X to Jason. Press L for warp drive. I think L is just our cab light. No warp drive here. We can make noises. And other noises. That's not annoying. I'd expect it to be, and it's not. At least to me. Where are the... You can hear me, right? I think Pieman's just not seeing the stream. Everybody else is looking at the same danger signal that I'm looking at, right? And hears me talking about things. Yes? I'm not crazy any more than usual. Maybe I'm a ghost. I don't think so, though. This tea is too tasty for me to be a ghost. Alrighty, just checking. I think it's Pieman's issue. Let's all tell Pieman that he doesn't know how things work. He said in Sachs, the stream is borked. The correct response is, the stream is fine, you're borked. Can we request to pass this? Oh, request to pass signal of danger approved. All right, off we go. So basically, I just asked the signal if I could go, and it said yes. So we will creep through at, I think, 15 miles an hour is the approved rate for passing a signal of danger. Now, I suspect this is because it doesn't have a good way to distinguish the fact that there's a train there, but that train is a train I need to couple to. So the fact that there's a train there doesn't mean I'm going to crash into it. It just means I'm going to connect to it. This may have made us late. I'm not sure if it expected me to realize I could go through that red light, but we shall see. I'm going to try to stick around. Yeah, let's call it 20 miles an hour since we want to get somewhere. It's a danger signal. It's a signal showing the danger aspect. Red. What is red? I don't even know. Never heard of this red before. Certainly not my favorite color or anything. Alright, let's decelerate a bit. We're going to be put onto the same track as that other train, and we want to couple to it nicely, I think. So I'm going to do this properly. We're going to do this with all the proper procedures. So first I need to inch up to it until I'm like, I don't know, 20 feet away. A little bit more. Alright, let's stop here. Sound our horn. And then proceed very slowly to couple. I'm even going to turn the coupling camera on. Almost, almost. Come on. Come on. Where's this other train? I swear it was in front of me. There it is. Beautiful. All right. You have successfully coupled onto the 8-car. Proceed with the rest of your tasks. Don't forget to pick up the passengers here before continuing. So let's open the doors. Turn off this cab. Set it into neutral. That is what I have just done. Now I'm going to hop out. Oh, let me turn the headlights off too. Where is the headlight knob? I hear it clicking, but I don't know where to look for it. Where are you, headlights? Headlights. Is it this one? Nope. Also, let's get to the front, because that's where we... Whoa, timeliness penalty. Well, that's really unfortunate. Hold on. Okay. So, number one, we just got a giant timeliness penalty because it didn't want me to stop at that red light. It wanted me to cruise through, which is amazing. That's unfortunate. I did hit it. I did indeed. All right, so I paused the game. Let me unpause. We'll have to get ourselves to the front and just live with the fact that we have poor score. Kerms don't live well with doing things imperfectly. Well, we're late anyway. I might as well take a look and turn my headlights on. Whoa, we're in the back. Why are we in the back? We're clearly... Let's switch ends. There we go. All right. Cancel the AWS. Going forwards. And we have places to be. Let's fix that, though. No. Yes. Very good. Full power. We are very late. We were due at East Croydon. Oh, at 11:15. Why do we have minus 13:53? This is such nonsense. Sorry, I'm going to stew about this for a while. That is what I'm going to do. I'm also going to lower that HUD a little bit so you don't have to stare at all those things on the screen. Much better. And off we go. How I Met Your Mother. I'm sad too, Pie Man. I like when you joined me for the stream. It was nice when we basically had a private stream where you were my sole commentator the other day. Did I mention on the stream that I got to meet Pie Man in person 3 weeks ago? 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago at Maker Faire. It was fun. He and Mr. Womp Womp came to help Geek Boy and Kaz42 and I teach people programming with graphing calculators. And it was great fun. Great fun indeed. Well, I had fun. They had to cut out bookmarks, so they might not like me anymore. I don't know. Yeah, you can see. That means you can hear, too, because you just respond to what I said. All right. Coasting along. Due at East Croydon. So, supposedly we're due there at 11:15, and we're going to get there at 11:13. I don't know what all this, you know, minus 1,300 points in lateness is all about. Anyway, so I told you about the Avelia Liberty livery. I don't know what I just pressed, but let's not do that. Do I hear a train? What do I hear? A crane? Equipment? I hear something. This bears speeding and also investigation. I mean, I'm not too worried about this score anymore, honestly, but I want to see what was making noise over here. Something's making noise. Something's definitely making noise. Weird. I must be crazy. Hello, train. Cool train. Let's get back to our own train. Nice viaducts, actually. I like the snowy countryside. To repeat myself ad infinitum, I would like to explore it in person. It would be fun. What was never will? You lost me there, sir. Power! Let's get up to that 90. Apparently, we're running late. I'm going to keep being sore about that. That's what's going to happen right now. Ah, delicious tea. Tea is what's up. Do you guys know Fox Tea? Trader Joe's has a variety of inexpensive and incredibly delicious teas. This one is like an apple cinnamon harvest tea, and it has a fox on the box. So I call it Fox Tea, and it is very tasty. Trains, trains, trains. I saw a photograph on Reddit on r/trains. Somebody took a picture of the Class 801 in beautiful Great Western Railroad livery under test, so hopefully that will be around soon for people to actually ride. What else? What else? What else? Oh, in the somewhat amusing side of things, British rail lines are finally phasing out the last of the trains that have lavatories that flush directly onto the tracks. So that's good. That is not something we really want. Apparently, track workers have complained, and also people have complained because, you know, if a train is stopped in the station, then that causes rather unpleasantness. Here in the U.S., I think those have been outlawed for some time. All Amtrak trains have holding tanks and blue liquid, but there we go. There we go. Indeed. The tracks will be a little bit cleaner around England, which is nice. What else? What else have I been reading about? What is that flashing light up there? Is that a flashing amber? That is a flashing amber. I will be totally honest, I am not sure what flashing amber means. But it means I'm going to slow down. Flashing double amber, wow. So I do know that flashing green in British signal parlance is even higher than solid green. So if you have trains that can go faster than 125 miles an hour, like 140, flashing green means you can go up to 140. Solid green is up to the line speed, which could be up to 125. Double amber is the next one will be solid amber. Solid amber means the next one will be red, and red means don't go through this. But I don't know flashing double amber. That's a new one to me. We're still aiming to be at East Croydon on time, though. Our misadventure at our previous station notwithstanding. Where are we passing through now at such a slow speed? Colston South. Colston South is where we are. Our next signal is going to be a yellow. There it is. That repeater, that black and white thing above the track told me that. This is a single flashing yellow, which is not the same as a single solid yellow, which I find fascinating. Does that mean our next one is going to be a flashing red? That would be consistent, but horrifyingly confusing. Please don't do that, Pie Man. I would prefer you did not. Let's not go to 100%, but let's speed up a little bit. Our next signal is in half a mile. Oh, and in fact, I should be able to see it. And it's a red. Son of a gun. I'm going to preemptively press tab and see if we can... Oh, no, that's not our signal. Our signal's a yellow. Speed! Let's get some speed. We want to continue to be the fastest train in the world. And let me zoom out so we can actually see just how fast we're going. Be right alongside. That seems correct. Nice. I do have to... Oh, AWS. I have to keep my eye on that little exclamation point on the HUD. Like just now. Oh, we're going to diverge. All right. Because if I miss it, and it turns yellow, and I miss it for more than 10 seconds, we go into emergency braking. And we don't want emergency braking because we've already lost enough points today. Let's not lose any more. Apparently we can go through the switch at 70. I'm a little skeptical of that. I'm a little skeptical of that indeed. Let's hope no surprise speed limits. Train Simulator loves to jump you with sudden speed limits that it didn't warn you about. That's one of its favorite things to do. Looks like we're good though. Let's continue onwards. We now are going to be 7 seconds early to East Croydon. Alright, we have the green. We're out of the switch, I think. Yes. So let us power up. Nice. This might be screenshot worthy, actually. Oh, this might indeed be screenshot worthy. Yes. Pictures of trains. Pictures of trains while we drive trains. I'm sorry. I do indeed tend to run into posts sometimes. That's a repeater, that little black and white circle that we just passed. They're like, if you're familiar with, what's the term for them? Semaphores. They're like semaphore signals. They show signals the way semaphores did, where horizontal is stop, like red. Diagonal is proceed with caution or slow, like yellow, and green or vertical. Vertical is like green, like proceed. I'll tell you if we spot another repeater because I think I don't usually point them out when I'm driving. AWS goes ding. AWS goes ding. Another green. Onwards towards East Croydon in 2 1/3 miles. Passing through... Ah! Train. Pearly Oaks. Back to the front. Oh, AWS. Caught it in time. What are we getting AWS about? I think we're getting AWS to about that 60-mile-an-hour zone because otherwise we have green signals. So I'm just going to ignore that for now and hope nothing goes horribly wrong. Semaphores are cool. Time to slow the heck down. Yeah, we appear to be slowing down. Did I not miss? Son of a gun. Son of a gun. I didn't get the AWS in time. That's annoying. Stop the train. Put us in forward. Start the train. AWS, you are the bane of my existence when I go to look at what a train looks like. So what happened there is I didn't catch the AWS quite in time. It didn't put us into emergency braking, but it did put the train in neutral. And even if you put the train back and forwards, it will not continue accelerating until you come to a full stop and then put it in forwards again. So that is what I did. And now I'm going to put it in full power so we can get up to full speed. I will not call anyone a blithering idiot today, though. Other than the driver that was late to couple another train to our train. But we won't discuss that. That will be a topic for another day. I don't want to press the button. Bad things will happen. I don't remember what. Emergency brake, yes. That will do the opposite of what we want. We want to go super fast. That will make us go super slow. Oh, look at all this parade of speed limits coming up. So we're going into a 60 now. Then we'll be going into a 45, a 30, a 45, a 60, and a 30. Very exciting. Very exciting. And don't forget, depending on what track we're going to end up at my brain just disappeared. Come back, brain. Where did you go? Oh well. It'll come back to me in a second. There's our repeater. That says our next signal is green. And there it is. Actually, it didn't. It said our next signal was yellow. Ah, and it is. Okay, that was confusing for a moment. Is this going to be an AWS alert? I bet it is. I bet it is. And it is. Double amber. Next one is going to be a single amber. Down for the 45. Let's do this right. By the book, guys. By the book. Uh-oh. Oh. Single amber. AWS. We've got our nice London double-decker red buses there on that road. Very nice, very nice. Sports train! Oh, I love the sports train. Yes, I've watched that episode at least 3 times. Such fun. Such fun indeed. And I'm greatly amused that they then hit it with a real train afterwards. Let's actually think about stopping at the station once we find the 4-car marker. There it is. And stop. Beautiful. Open the doors for our passengers. And we are here late. A minute late. Bother. I wonder how many points we're going to lose for that. How do we do on our stop, by the way? Not bad. Overshot the 4-car marker a little bit, but no worse than I'd assume a driver in real life would. Hopefully people will hop on the train quickly. Sir, are you not boarding the train today? Are you going to stare at this pole instead? Very good. Have fun. Timeliness penalty, plus 110, so we're back in the realm of vague sanity. Now we are going to get going, but I note that there's a red signal there that we do not want to run through. Sports train. Oh, you should absolutely. If anybody, yeah, just to catch that thread back up, if you haven't watched the relevant episode of Top Gear, you should. If you haven't watched all of Top Gear, you should. I'm in the middle of a full watching of it. I'm in season 6 now. We have the yellow. We can go. I have watched all of the, like, maybe seasons 18 through present when, you know, the proper presenters were presenting. I don't hold much truck with the current set of presenters. Not a super fan. I enjoy the chemistry with the Clarkson, May, Hammond team and the humor. We are not speeding. That's nonsense. Just because it says 31 miles an hour doesn't mean we're speeding. Or does it precisely mean that? Ding, ding. Full power as we go towards the 60 zone. The question is, will the rest of our train get into the 60 before we get to 45? And I think the answer is yes. Only barely, but we did it. We did it. Our next stop is Clapham Junction. Oh, that's the one I was... So I was trying to say, in a scenario 2 videos ago when I did, it was episode 26, I went through a set of 3 different British commuter EMU scenarios. One right here on the London-Brighton line on a very snowy day, which I lost points at the very, very end. It was so frustrating. I went into a 20 at like 30 and lost a whole pile of points. And then I redid that scenario as part of episode 27, my train meditation, which you should check out. I enjoyed it. I played it along while I was working, and it was very pleasant. Yellow coming up, according to this repeater here. But it's a green. How confusing. Then we did a Class 378 Capital Star on the North London line. And then we did a Class 365 on the East Coast Main Line. So it was a fun day of many British trains. I don't want to make the same mistake that I made entering Clapham Junction this time, though. Good night, A-Helper. Have a good one, sleep well, and see you soon. The Grand Tour is amazing. Yes, I watched the first season of Grand Tour, and I am looking very forward to the next season. The production value is just insane. And they've removed my least favorite part of, well, kind of least favorite part of Top Gear, the celebrating a reasonably priced car. It's fine, I guess. I could take it or leave it. Some of the car reviews I also gloss over a little bit if I'm not super enthused by the minutiae of those particular cars. Let's blow our horn. And let's also speed. But I do enjoy learning new things. Like the fact that what I actually want is an Aston Martin DB9 GT. Not just an Aston Martin DB9. Church bells. Where's the church? There it is. Nice. That's a nice touch. Excuse me. Still getting over a bit of an illness, so I've had the odd cough. Duck power. Duck power. Ooh, we just went over a little bump there. Look at this train snaking around. I love it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yep, I count 12 cars on our HUD. We are going through Norbury, and we're on the slow lines, but we are speeding. I need to really keep an eye on that. Ugh. Look at the points go away. Obviously, I've given up a little bit on the points, but still a fun drive indeed. Albeit one that I will most certainly do again at some point. Maybe not with you guys, unless people want to stop by and watch this one again, but I tend to try to not repeat scenarios, at least the same way. Like, if I live stream it, I probably wouldn't live stream it again. I'd probably try to, like, record it without an audience and go for absolute 1,000 point professionalism. Let's get down for that 60. I find it very therapeutic, though. I enjoy playing Train Simulator. Both because trains and just, driving along and thinking. It's nice. It's a nice change. I had to churn out some code for work shortly before I started the stream. And that was good, too. But it's nice to just let it run and be able to relax a little bit. I also have to go to bed soon after this because this weekend I will be heading to a more rural place to spend some time with some friends for about 2 days, and that should be a great deal of fun. One of my good friends is getting married, and it is his bachelor party to just do some low-key hanging out with friends at a cabin in the woods. Socializing, catching up, finding out what everybody has been up to since we went to college. We were college friends. So that should be fun. That should be fun indeed. It does mean, though, that I decided I should do a stream tonight because this weekend there will be no streams. No streams from a KermMartian. Hopefully I'll be able to get this one posted before I head off to the wilderness. Although I do know for a fact that they will have Wi-Fi. So, when work inevitably rears its ugly head, I will be able to do it. And If I don't manage to get this uploaded by the time I go, then hopefully my laptop can churn along with the encoding and I'll be able to upload it from there. So no worries either way. Ooh, that's some super elevation action right there. I think we need a screenshot of that. Yes! 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 So if I could get a super elevated train going around the curve at high speed at sunset, if I could get a picture of that, I think I would never have to take a photograph again. I think that would just be peak Kerm photography. Because I love taking pictures of trains, and I love taking pictures of sunsets. Sunsets fascinate me as a photographic subject. Speeding. So the combination of the two is great, and if I could add the wonderful tilting on super elevated tracks to that, that would just be bliss. More church bells. Let's get some nice. Ooh, this is nice. I like this. Still got the moon in the sky there. I'm so confused. I am unfortunately, or fortunately, not taking a train to this place in the woods. My friend who is getting married will be picking me up, and we will be driving there together. Whether I take the train back remains to be seen. I may be getting a ride to the nearest Amtrak station and then taking Amtrak from there to back to where I live. That could be fun. It depends what everybody's schedule looks like. I will be taking the train tomorrow to meet my friend. I'll be taking, I think I said this at the beginning, I'm not sure, I don't remember, the Morristown line of the New Jersey Transit out to near where he currently lives in order to meet him. And then he will drive me there. So I will at least get my train action in. Oh yes, I did mention it because I said I wanted to figure out why Train Simulator wouldn't run properly on my laptop so I can, you know, actually do the simul ride / drive. I'll just have to make sure nobody asks me, are you driving this train? Because I might have sarcastic answers to that and it might not go well. Almost at Clapham Junction, so let's be aware of... Luckily, we're coming in on a track on the far left, on the far west side of the station, so we don't have the same speed limits we did on the east side where there's the really curvy tracks to go through. However, it's still not that straight, so let's get our speed down. Ooh, what do we have there? Hold on. Hold on, I have to take a look at what we have here. Oh. What is this? Oh, this is the class 450. I think, I don't remember who the train operator was, but the Creative Train Simulator Dovetail Games did not have permission to use this particular operator's livery and logo, so they just didn't put a logo on it. So these are the anonymous trains that don't belong to any particular company. There we go. I don't hate that color scheme, to be honest. I'm not usually a big orange fan, but I don't hate it. Anyway, maybe we can get some... Oh, and another train here. Look at all these trains. This is great. This is a confluence of trains. All right, let's play the game. Hello, 377. So many trains at Clapham Junction. It's a busy day here. Clapham Junction is the last major stop on this line before London Vicoria, so it makes sense. Where's our 4-car marker? That's 12-car marker. Oh, we're a 12-car train. Ha ha ha. That can't be the 12-car marker then, because we have to actually get the whole train on the platform. Ha ha ha. That's important. Good night, Michael. Have a good sleep. And enjoy the trains. I hope you dream of many trains. Like visions of sugar plums, but visions of trains. I know I will. Ah, look at that. That is professionalism. That is abject professionalism. It's professionalism in that we're on time, and professionalism that we have stopped at the right place. I hear a train pulling out. Ah, there it is. Hello, train. Get that train in the background in a screenshot. I like it. Maybe zoom out a little and get some more train action. Oh yeah, just in time. Hard drive space is cheap. Train screenshots are not. So what are you guys working on tonight? I realize I haven't been paying enough attention to the chat. I know some people are working on code, and I see tic-tac-toe. I've seen some C stuff. What is everybody working on? And what should I be putting on my calculator to entertain me on the drive? Well, I'll be talking to my friend, but just in case. Ooh, I have email. How exciting. If I was a train driver, I would definitely not have my phone out to read my email. My friends are going to go see a movie on Saturday. I will have to miss it, sadly, because I will be traveling. They will be going to see Blade Runner 2049, which I've heard somewhat good things about, I suppose. I never saw the original Blade Runner, so I'm afraid I don't have the context either. Timeliness bonus, so we're back to being on schedule. I don't know why I sounded the horn. That is not regulation, but off we go. I just felt like announcing that we were going. Sailing on the high seas. I'm glad. That is an important thing to do. We can see the Shard. I will give you the two-stop London tour here. So we can see the Shard on the horizon there. There's the Shard. It is tall. It was in Doctor Who. It's pretty ugly. Could be worse, I suppose. We will also be passing Battersea Power Station. Also in Doctor Who. Also a well-known landmark. Slightly less of an eyesore. Let's just keep the power on. No need to be shy about power. Or speed. Blow our horn and our friend the Class 377 here. Lag a little. Signal says we are not diverging. Very good. Very good. I hope you guys can hear me okay. I realize I have my microphone in a slightly different spot than usual. I hope my volume has not been fading in and out as I turn my head. We're speeding. Yep, I saw that. No, we're not. Only 10 points. It's nothing compared to negative 1,358. Oh, we're going to go this way. All right. All right. Interesting. We're going to go up an incline here. Aha, we get the exciting path. So we're going to get some super, super elevation action as we go. You'll see. There we go. Here's the super elevation action. Yeah. Yes, that's a train right there. That is a train. Now we're going down the hill. Let us not speed. 1 in 4,465, so not much of a hill. There's Battersea Power Station. It's those 4 little chimneys over to the right there. I have gone too enthusiastic with the braking. Let's get back up to speed. Our passengers want to get to London Vicoria. Oh, good. I'm glad to hear that, Pie Man. Thank you for the confirmation. Appreciate that. Once again, not diverging, continuing straight on, and just 1 mile to London Vicoria, platform 19. We are currently estimated to be 23 seconds late, and we're speeding. I sigh indeed. It's been great having such a tech contingent here. I've enjoyed it. The original is kind of lame, fair enough. Ooh, I see some amber lights ahead for us. I bet those are going to tell us to slow down. In fact, this AWS route might do the same. And it did. I love it. I love the predictions. What are you designing some PCBs for, John Bush? I am curious. AWS. I know it wasn't a joke, by the way, but it's working except for the actual gameplay. Seems like it's sarcastic, like it works except that it doesn't. We are cleared into platform 19. Good for us. And we're speeding because there was a 20-mile-an-hour zone there, and I did not slow down in time for it. Next time I will do much better. That's the goal. That's the plan. And here's London Vicoria. We have reached the end of our journey, more or less. We have indeed. Oh, we're going all the way to the left. We're going all the way to the left. all. The leftmost platform, that's for us. Now we can just coast in the rest of the way at 20 miles an hour, more or less. We did indeed get PCB coupons. I'm looking forward to using them. Are you going to use them, Pie Man? Are you going to print yourself some PCBs to do some DIY electronics experimentation, as you should? As you should indeed. Let's stop, because the end of the platform is coming up. We don't want to run into those buffers. We've already done the only running into things that we should do, coupling trains together. I'm going to call that a success. Beautiful. And doors. Good. I'm glad to hear that. Excellent, John Bush. I'm glad they have you making PCBs in class. I think in my electrical engineering curriculum in undergrad, the most formal builds we put together were on solderless breadboards. We never had to learn how to fab PCBs in class, which I'm disappointed about, actually. I wish we had. Well, the scenario is ending. There we go. You have successfully arrived at London Vicoria and completed your tasks. Well done. I'm going to take a look at this score just for the laughs. So it didn't go great. It would have been much better. I would have not gotten so demotivated had we not been... Oof. 125 minus 245 second late penalty times 1 times 8 at Redhill. So Redhill really killed us because I waited at that light thinking that we couldn't go through it. I was wrong. Now I know. I will definitely do this scenario again sometime because that was a very fun scenario and I'd like to try to get it as perfect as possible. So I may do that by myself. We shall see. We shall see indeed. Well, it's been great having you guys here with me. I've been having a lot of fun. It's nice to have a full contingent of Cemetechians adding their Cemetech color to the stream. And in the meantime, I hope you guys will join me again. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have, including as kind of background to whatever you're working on. I enjoy, train simulator videos very much for that particular purpose. It's how I started watching them. It's how I then decided I wanted to make them myself so other people would be able to enjoy that same thing. So I hope that is the case for you guys. I therefore look forward to seeing you in the next video. As always, please add your suggestions, comments, criticisms, requests of what I should do next in terms of routes, rolling stock, scenarios, etc. in the comments. Also, let me know what you think. I continue to have ponderings about the streaming format versus the more formal, well laid out, well choreographed, but slightly less extemporaneous, just filming a video by myself and having people able to watch it later. So let me know about that if you have any comments and suggestions. I will obviously not be streaming this weekend, but I will look forward to seeing you all when I return. Good night.